Have you ever wondered if you could help solve an unsolved case without ever leaving your home? Imagine sitting at your laptop, sipping your coffee, and uncovering a piece of information that investigators might have missed. It sounds impossible, right? But over the last decade, ordinary people have played extraordinary roles in real investigations. From the Golden State Killer to countless missing persons cases, citizen sleuths, people just like you and me, have dug through records, searched old news reports, and pieced together details that led to real breakthroughs. Tonight, we're diving deep into how you can investigate unsolved cases from the comfort of your own home, safely, ethically, and effectively. Welcome back to Dark Case Files. Here, we uncover mysteries, disappearances, and crimes that still haunt communities today. And in this episode, I'm going to walk you through exactly how citizen investigators, sometimes called armchair detectives, work on unsolved cases. Whether you're curious about famous mysteries or want to lend your eyes and ears to help in an active case, this guide will show you the tools, the resources, and the mindset you need to get started. Before we jump in, let me quickly say this. More than 90% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed yet. If you're one of them, take a second to hit that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss any future deep dives into cases like this one. And if you find this video helpful, give it a like. It tells YouTube to share it with more people. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever researched an unsolved case on your own? All right, let's get into it. Let's start with a story. Back in 2018, police finally identified the Golden State Killer, a serial predator who had terrorized California in the 1970s and 80s. How did they catch him? Not with traditional policing alone, but with the help of genealogists, ordinary citizens using public DNA databases. By piecing together family trees, they connected dots that law enforcement hadn't been able to for decades. That's the power of citizen investigation. And it's not just big cases. Online sleuths on Reddit, web sleuths, and countless forums have helped identify missing persons, correct media timelines, and keep cold cases alive when the world seemed to forget them. These are people with no badge, no training, just curiosity, persistence, and the internet. So if you've ever thought, what can I really do from home? The answer is potentially a lot. Now, let's get into the actual tools. Because if you're going to do this, you need to know where to look. Databases start with NamUs, the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. It's public, searchable, and one of the most important resources for cold cases in the U.S. Another is the DOE Network, where volunteers catalog unidentified remains and missing persons. And don't forget the FBI's Most Wanted and Missing Persons pages. Social media. Facebook might not be trendy anymore, but it's a goldmine for local missing persons groups. Families often create pages dedicated to finding their loved ones, sharing updates, photos, and timelines. Reddit has Unresolved Mysteries, where people from around the world analyze cases. And then there's Web Sleuths, a dedicated community that's been around for decades. Public records. Many counties and states have court records, property records, and even archived newspapers online. Sites like newspapers.com or local library archives let you go back in time and see how cases were originally reported. Sometimes, one forgotten article contains a crucial detail. Mapping tools. Google Earth and Street View let you revisit crime scenes virtually. You could trace travel routes, measure distances, or even get a feel for the terrain where something happened. This is especially helpful in disappearance cases. The key is cross-referencing. Never rely on one source. Always check details against official reports, multiple articles, and reliable databases. So, how do you actually investigate from home? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Research the case. Start with the basics. Who, what, where, when, and why. Collect all verified facts. Names, dates, locations. Look at police reports if available, media coverage, and official timelines. For example, in the case of Maura Murray, a 21-year-old who vanished in New Hampshire in 2004, much of what we know comes from early police logs and news reports. Step 2. Organize the evidence. Don't just read and forget. Use a spreadsheet, a notebook, or even a mind mapping tool. Create timelines. List witnesses. Mark key events. Organization helps you spot gaps, contradictions, or overlooked leads. Step 3. Analyze the details. This is where critical thinking comes in. Did two news reports contradict each other? Did a witness statement change over time? Are there geographical oddities, like a location that doesn't make sense in the timeline? Citizen sleuths often shine here because they bring fresh eyes to stale information. Step 4. Connect with others. Join online communities, but do so respectfully. Read before you post. See what's already been discussed. Bring something new to the table. And if you develop a solid theory or find something significant, consider sharing it with moderators or even submitting it to authorities. Step 5. Share responsibly. Never, ever accuse individuals publicly without evidence. If you uncover something important, your best bet is to pass it along to law enforcement or an organization like NAMAS. Remember, the goal isn't likes or clicks, it's helping bring justice or closure. Ethical considerations. Let's pause here because this part is critical. When you investigate from home, you're dealing with real lives, victims, families, sometimes even potential suspects. It's easy to forget that behind every headline is a human being. So here are the rules of ethical sleuthing. Respect privacy. Don't dox people, harass family members, or chase unverified leads into dangerous territory. Stay within the law. No hacking, no trespassing, no impersonating law enforcement. Don't spread rumors. If it's not backed by a credible source, don't post it. Be compassionate. Families of victims are often desperate for answers, but also vulnerable. Treat them with dignity. Remember, an ethical investigator is a credible investigator. So now the question is, will you take the first step? Maybe you'll start by exploring NAMAS. Maybe you'll dig into a case that's always haunted you. Or maybe you'll just follow along and see where the community leads. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever researched an unsolved case from home? Did you uncover something interesting? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you're passionate about mysteries, disappearances, and cold cases, make sure to subscribe to Dark Case Files. We dive into stories every week, keeping the memory of the missing alive. To recap, investigating unsolved cases from home is possible. Start with the right tools: databases, social media, public records. Stay organized, analyze carefully, and connect with the community. And above all, respect ethics and the humanity of those involved. Because the truth is the answers to some of the world's darkest mysteries may already be out there, hidden in a forgotten article, buried in a timeline, or sitting on a public database, just waiting for someone with fresh eyes to notice. And maybe that someone is you.